Good day and welcome to my channel. I'm Nair and this is Space Engineers, and my version of this game is gonna be the Road to Prototech Industrial Overhaul edition. Other thing, without a jetpack. We have no jetpack, so we have to start building stuff on the alien planet without a jetpack, so we have to improvise in, well, everything. So I landed here, I have some ice, hydrogen bottle and oxygen bottle. I did have a bit of an upgrade in looks. And I have the tiered system. I'm not going to use all of them because, yeah, I have tried this one. I trialed it a bit, like how difficult it's going to be. And it's going to be incredibly difficult to get actually started, which is not a problem for me because that is the fun part. Trying to get through it. So yeah, we have multiple different drills, welders, a lot of production facilities, different sorters, a lot of different blocks, and the Prototech, of course. We cannot build Prototech, but our goal is to get to those Prototech out. Yeah, those random encounters, those orange ones, those are all Prototech encounters, if I'm correct. And try and take some Prototech loot. So to make a ship with only Prototech thrusters, at least forward thrusters, and Prototech production facilities like the assemblers and refineries, if possible, because it's overhaul and I don't know if they work together. Anyways, let's start by reading some stuff, because I don't know if I have something. Yeah, I didn't start this one yet. You see there is options for direct production of resources, but we're going for actual stone. Sorry for the immense sounds, because I do not have the mod that makes them less loud. And I do need a lot of stone. Also, there is a little bit of ice. I have not seen a lake anywhere near when coming down with this. So I'm afraid we have to live from the ice underground. Which is not a lot. Until we can get a beautiful ship going. Yeah. To get a beautiful ship going that will be able to fly far enough to an ice lake and back. I did add a small change to hydrogen engines, since I'm not that skilled in making ships that I can make any ship I want. I do want to make as much hydrogen ships as possible, so I made the hydrogen 4 times more dense, which would hopefully give me the opportunity to fly far enough, because, well, I have a ship as a blueprint. It's merely the bare bones, but it is a ship and it should work fine. It is all vanilla, pretty much. There's very little mods on it. There's like one battery that's modded, but that's the modded battery from Overhaul, and we can always put a normal battery in if you want to. At least we need to start getting some iron. This one gives a lot of iron compared to the normal game. You see, it all have a different look, which I really enjoy. You also have colors, which I enjoy even more. But yeah, we need to start building a base here, close by, not too far away from this. I can zoom out further, but I wanted to actually show you. There is a cliff over there. I want to build up on that hill. It's for one, very flat. And for two, it is on the cliff, so I can make a huge, beautiful hangar. And, well, I cannot fly there, so that's a bit of a problem. I'm not used to having to walk everywhere anymore. Sure, I started that in another world, testing world. But I'm not used to it anymore. Oh, still loading the entire world. So, yeah. We're almost there. I'm going to show you it. Sure, it's gonna be a bit of a walk every time. But we're going back and forth quickly. Also, we cannot use this. It means we're so dying. That's not ideal. Oh, that's way too far away actually. Well, there's a cliff over there. There's another kilometer or something. And there's ice up on those mountains, of course, and under the ground, and it is incredibly flat over here. I'm very lucky in that one, because now I can make a basic little tiny rover for me to scout out ore deposits, because well, they are very far apart from each other in this mod, and they are huge. And of course there's a lot more different ones than in the base game, so you have to find more different ore deposits, which is gonna be a bit of a problem. Yeah, it's me. Also, apparently there's a lot of gravel. Gravel always seemed to be a problem in this one. Also, I can't just dig holes straight down because I cannot fly out. I always have to be digging holes like this. I can only walk out. So yeah, risks. One mistake and there is a lot less I can do because I'm stuck. Also, it's very, very small storage on this, which is not great. And this is the things. Let's make 200 of this. Let's make 200 of this for now. 100 of these. 50 and 50 for the wind turbines. So let's get the stone, keep processing that, and then go for this, because I need to move that one in the top slot for actual production. Yeah, this game is so much more complicated than you think. I'm doing that on purpose, by the way, but I don't necessarily enjoy the base game. I do enjoy it, but it has a lot less difficulty to it, which pulls me out of it very quickly, so that I'm playing it like this, which gives a lot more challenge. I do not have a very hostile environment. I do have some mods which should bring some danger around, not much. Not compared to you know, probably know him, Splitsy. He has like that Survival Impossible with his mods. That is an awesome mod. I do not know how to get that one, because I really do want to have it. Like, I did try download it once, it didn't really work. But yeah, that's beside the point. So we're gonna have a couple wire going. Let's get some plates going. The biggest challenge is to get towers going in this mod pack, because the towers are by far the most difficult thing to get. Also, I'm going to try and fly this thing over up the hill there, because I want to build a base there and not here. I do not want to walk back and forth 500 meters for my base and for power and production, because for a while we're gonna need to use this thing. No, not necessarily, but it's not gonna be done in few minutes. Can I need to replace this seat. Create GPS marker. Great, and control seat. Oh, come on. Like this one? Not this one exactly, of course, but this one. Of course. God, that it doesn't work like that. We're gonna need this seat. To fly this thing up the hill. Let's move this one forward. Quickly mine some more stone. Well, I have the mine here, so why not? Also, I'm gonna have to start building a base that is airtight as soon as possible, because, well, that allows me to temporarily AFK sometimes and not die. Okay, and then we gonna get the computers. We get some respawn thrust. Let's get some groups quickly for to make it easy. Yep, landing gear. So yeah, the reason I typed this incredibly slow is because I moved my microphone for this. It's normally to my right, but it catches a lot more of my keyboard, which is not ideal, I guess. So I did it like this, hoping that it will not have as much of a problem. And of course the battery, because I'm gonna have to recharge this thing once at least. Ooh. Well, start to wait. Oh, I forgot a very important thing. Oh, it doesn't matter. It's still it's still working. I messed up bad. I forgot a vital component of this. Oh my goodness, how can I forget it? Gyroscope. Where am I gonna place the gyroscope? Like up here. This thing has a few conveyors. Nice. I forgot it is a bit heavy to roll. So it is hard to get this thing to move without absolutely screwing it up. Because it only has one landing gear left, which is bad. And you cannot really control it because it only has down thrust, so braking means tilting back, and yeah, that's not the same goes for steering. Tilting to the side you want to go. And tilting too far means you're gonna yeah, tilt too far and probably get screwed. It's not necessarily on a cliff. Oh, just over there. I was going the wrong way. I knew it was on the cliff, but where it was I didn't know exactly. Ooh, that's what I mean. It's scary. Also, I added a speed increase. It can now go to 300 meters a second. Where is the? I thought there was a cliff. What was the other? Anyways, it is flatter on the hill, so let's find the flattest location if there's no cliff. Anyways, oh, there is cliffs, but I don't know what. I do not want to be there. Oh, it's 80 meters a second. That is very fast. Ooh, 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 ooh. Where on the hill was the flat place I could relocate it? I don't know. Where should I go? That is incredible. That is the cliff. A cliff. That is a cliff. Go to a cliff. I also don't want to use this too much because if it drains the power, I have less survival kit, and at the same time it means I'm gonna have less chance to recharge it because preparing for recharge is not an easy task. Ooh, that is a cliff. It is a decent big canyon, so I could use it for a huge hangar, which I'm gonna build my eventual main ship inside of. Also, there is a boulder down here. Let's go straight down. Bit fast. Come on. Ooh. Okay, I released I released C just on time before I crashed straight into the ground. Yes, this is a perfect location. 3. And we turn you back on. We are on a temporary location. Well, not temporary. This is gonna be. I hope this is gonna be a permanent location. I see that there's a ditch over here, so I could use that for a entrance for my hangar, eventually. Where is the? Oh yeah. Also, this planet is very foggy. Very foggy. I do not enjoy that one as much. I can't really do anything about it. Okay, what are you? Silver, cobalt. Ah, this is something I do not need. You, not MO, and I. I can't forget it here. It is here. So yeah, that is. I saw there was another deposit somewhere around there inside the cliff, inside the canyon. Also, trees are not what I'm gonna want around here. There's a lot of trees around here. But yeah, let's see. If we're gonna place our thing in this, let's place it in this orientation. At about, I don't know, this height? Not too, I want to place already. Not too far from it. Also, getting a good height to start with. Oh yeah, that is always my arch nemesis, the Keshki. Chesky. I don't know what it is, but it is always flying straight over my base, always sending drones down. It's just attracted to me. I do not like it. It's against my will. Least get oxygen bottle. And gets, oh my goodness, even my inventory is full. Let's get a lot of plates to hook up to this platform. Temporarily stop these because I do not want space wasted on things I'm not gonna use. Okay, that's one wire for now. Oh, God. Yeah, this is gonna take a lot of plates to build. And also I need to have something like this to get up. Nice. But also, now the big challenge is gonna start appearing, I think. For one, let's place this here. Let's see how high. Oh, how high is this gonna have to be? You stay away, please. No, no, don't turn this way. Don't turn this way, please. I do not have anything. I have some scaffolding. Compared to you, I'm the worst. I'm completely defenseless. Would you be attacking a defenseless person? I wouldn't. I would. But I say I wouldn't. I would definitely attack a defensive person in the game. In the game. Clarify that one. In the game. In real life, I would not attack anyone ever, especially with a reason. Let's put it like four high before I'm gonna finish up. High enough for a future large wind turbine. Yeah, you don't know that one, but there's gonna be a large wind turbine in the future. Now we're gonna build the basic wind turbine towers everybody knows about. the most basic things there are in the game. Everyone builds them. Everyone has basic knowledge in this game. Okay. It starts with this. Oh. Then goes to this, and that one's gonna be the most annoying one. Nice. I need a med bay, but there's no silver around, and med bay components are a lot more difficult to get. Also, normally I would put progression, but for this mod pack, I could still put on progression and be fine. It just takes so much longer to get anywhere. Also, yeah, multiple level drills, and then you have another mod that's also multiple level and things. So yeah, you have a lot of stuff. Do not know for sure which one I want to use though. I may want to use the veteran drill eventually, but it takes titanium, which, not that titanium, the other titanium, which is very hard to get. Titanium for industrial overhaul is easy to get, if you can find it on the planet. But titanium for Lord Vader's tier systems is only available in space or with meteorites, which I have turned on normal mode. That is just for the small amounts of resources they drop around you. Because without it, and especially without a jetpack as well, the game is practically impossible. Because if you're lucky, you're gonna find bauxite and oil sand and cobalt, iron, nickel, titanium, gold, and silver. So yeah, only if you're lucky with a vehicle, the road vehicle. So yeah, I've put it so that sometimes those resources can drop next to me. There's also a mod called deuterium reactors. Only this one is tweaked in such a way that it takes incredible resources for the deuterium to be made. I guess about 10,000 stone for about 0.1 deuterium or something. I don't know the exact rates, but something similar to that. Why that rate? Where is the storage container? Cause yeah, okay, it was connected there. That means there is no electromagnets. So let's take 30 of you out. Let them in here. Oh, you're still full. Oh. That's not fun. Let's start building some more of these. I really hope that that is enough power to get a workbench going, because I do not know exactly how much a workbench takes. So yeah, your max output is now 342.9. Nice. So it's about 1 megawatts of power on this, on this tower for now. Doesn't mean that this is gonna be the tower. There, it is like a third of the way done, and not counting the welding, of course. Just the block placements, not even a third of the way done. About, if you count the amount of turbines. Oh god, okay, I'm gonna die like this. I'm I'm so not careful with moving around. Higher health means more opportunity to not die. But yeah, this is the start of the base. It's slowly getting somewhere. I really enjoy it. Look, yeah, the base is still just a tower, but before the end of the episode, I'm gonna put down the workbench, which will allow us to make more components, which is the actual start of this mod pack. Once you get there, you can finally start progressing. This is the whole goal of this. I need to make a giant, well, not giant necessarily, but a very good warship. I'm terrible at making ships, so let's see what I can make. I want to make them from scratch. Maybe, yeah, I'm gonna make them from scratch. Maybe I'm gonna print it out in with a projector, and have from which I've built it on my other world with the same mods added, apart from the speed mod. There, the 100 meters second cap is the speed cap. So that's the big difference. There's gonna be a couple thousand steel plates, no problem, used in this whole build. Like if I would have counted on the other worlds for this world to test things and to build vehicles, I would have been at like 200,000 at the moment. At this point, it's a lot, and well over 10,000 engines. So yeah, resources are gonna go fast. And I'm still ramping up into the higher things. But anyways, this tower is done. Well, the base of the tower. This is one tower. There's gonna be at least 4 in a row, of which 2 are gonna be having a giant wind turbine on top, which is gonna produce about 4 megawatts of power on its own. So yeah, thing is why I'm building it high is because that thing needs about 100-meter clearance up and down, and it's about 50-meter clearance to the left and right and from the back. So it's big. And if you count that one of those cubes is 4 meters, is it 4 meters or was it 2.5 meters? Then 2.5 meters. It's 2.5 meters each of these blocks. That would mean that there's 40 blocks necessary for the right height. That's a lot. That's gonna be a good time before I get there. Until then, I'm gonna have to start building up these towers. It is absolutely dark right now. I'm gonna have to eventually put. That's Bertum. Bertum is it Bertum or is that? It's Mars. It's Mars. Is that Mars? It can't be Bertum. No, that's Mars. I don't know. I just know that Earth is like miles away from here, and that is a crazy view. I didn't expect to see Mars like that. That is awesome. This place is perfect. You have like the Milky Way over there, whatever that is. That cloud over there. Mars super bright on the sky over there. You can also see where the sun is like this. Like now it's the sun's going down. You see that the sun's there, but you see also with that Mars where exactly it should be. That is crazy. Keshki, you're still not gone. You're coming closer again. Get out. You just want to have me taken out, do you? Don't you? Let's see. To build you. Let's get at least up here. Oh yeah, that's a weird ass glitch. It's completely red. I don't know why every single tree lights up fully. And in a few minutes they're gonna go down again in brightness. It always happens. I just noticed that I've kind of ignored it in the meantime, because it's a new world, new environment. It comes to my attention again. Construction components. I do not have that many construction components, do I? I have 2,300 iron ingots. Wow. Also, this means we now have more options. This is what this one produces, and it's a lot more. It is a acid power cell, which takes sulfur and ice. The sulfur is, oh yeah, that was another resource. So yeah, it takes quite a bit. A heating component, heating elements, electromagnets, alkaline power cell. That's gonna be my first power cell because it's, I can already make it, but you cannot charge those batteries, which is my problem. I do want to charge them, and I can't with the alkaline power cells. Large steel tubes, motors, small steel tubes, radio communication components, and light bulbs. This thing has a lot more. Also, only tier 1 tools. But yeah, we actually got surprisingly far from what I can do. I did not expect to have an actual functioning base already. It's technically functioning because we have a assembling bench. We have a power tower, which is now producing about 1.5 megawatts of power. Once it's foggy again, very foggy, it goes down to about 150 kilowatts, which is absolutely horrific, but I can't do much about it. It's wind turbines work very bad on Alien, I've noticed. Well, Keshki is moving away. We have a platform. We still have to bottle up. We have our assembly bench. We have a power. We have moved our respawn pod successfully to over there. I almost want to move it up up to there. That little corner over here. Because that's up here, which is easier. But I won't, just because, well, it's far. And I do not want to use more power on it, because it only has a certain amount of power. And once it's gone, it's gone. You have nothing you can do about it. So yeah. Also, why I'm doing this is because resources in an assembling bench are very necessary. Same goes for copper wires. Okay, where are all my copper wires, man? There are 30 over here. Basic computers over there, and we gonna need like this. Why am I gonna need this? Because the motors. Motors are very complicated. Yeah, I'm supposed to use for other things like conveyors. But motors are gonna need electromagnets and large steel tubes. Large steel tubes are luckily significantly cheaper to make in this mod pack. Just mostly because of the whole reason that it is required in almost anything. Motors, to have some motors going. Oh, and we have metal grids. But we need cables for that, but that's for the next time, because this is the end of episode 1. We got super far, and well, super far is a big word, but we actually got further than I thought we were going to be in the very first episode, which is a huge thing, because that means next episode we're gonna get even further, probably with one other tower, and welding this entire platform up, and maybe some actual smelters and stuff. Well, we'll see until then. I hope you enjoyed this episode so far as it was. And oh, I hope to see you in the next one. Please like and subscribe. It's all free and you can always change your mind. So um, it would really help me and I would be very grateful. And I see you in the next one. Bye bye.